time at Northwest State, at first, I really had to have some help. College was that big mystery for me. So Connie Klingshire was probably one of the best assets that I could think of off the top of my head right now of my education pieces. She dealt with the VA for me. She dealt with, some of the advisors, and she got me set up with the right people, and we kind of worked on my plan because I did transfer credits in through my joint services transcript. But in the whole essence of going to school in a non-traditional sense, I needed somebody that I could talk to. I didn't have a high school guidance counselor anymore. I don't have parents that went through the process. So for me, it was all new. It was the big unknown. Lisa Beecher was my initial advisor. I was going to the side of business at Northwest State. I eventually switched off to that, but she was a great, academic advisor. And then I've really come to know Von Plessner. I've since moved on from Northwest State upon graduation, and in Bluffton, just a brilliant mind and a super nice guy. And now this is one of my fourth class, I've had Von because he also teaches at Bluffton. So to have people like that in an organization that they really care, and they track my progress. When I saw Von, he remembered who I was and asked me how I was doing, and he knew things about me, and when you think about that, it's almost like that feel of a continuation of a family or a continuation of a small school. My first goal was to graduate with an associate's. I'm in a career, I'm a government employee as a veteran service officer here in Williams County, and I have the Marine retirement. So for me, I had the abilities and the aptitudes, but I chose Northwest State as the start. And my end goal at that time was just an associate's degree. But then as I followed through with the associate's degree plan, I realized that I can do this. So I went from starting out with just part-time at 9 credit hours a semester, so I was going full-time, my next semester after that, because I could absorb it into my time. It was extra work, don't get me wrong. I was working on schoolwork in the mornings and my lunchtime and at night, but that is part of adult learning and is part of college education. So with that schedule in mind, I worked with the staff at Northwest State to see, am I taking the right credits to be transferred in? And then Bluffton was, they had a representative right there on site, and Stephen Webster at the time, he was a good asset for Bluffton, as Connie Klingshire is for Northwest State. So it made the process real easy. And now I'm in the BComp, and I'm already in my senior year working towards a bachelor's degree. And now I'm, a quarter of the way through my second to last semester on a bachelor's degree. The end goal plan was just to get a associate's. Now that I'm getting towards the end, I graduate this year from Bluffton this December, I'm thinking about starting January of 2017 to roll right into an MBA program with a concentration in leadership. So it goes right along with what I said earlier about my interests, abilities, and aptitudes. It all flows to where I never thought I'd be a career student, but for the next, year, coupled with the last couple of years, I've been a full-time student for, since I retired out of the Marine Corps in November 2011. So if you're an 18 to 70-year-old thinking about college, and you're from the Northwest Ohio area, thank Northwest State, because just like me, you could do both. You could work, family, and then education. I said it's all possible. So don't think that I can't do this because of that. I can do it all.